Emily's encounter. I was a curious teenager, always open to exploring the supernatural. One evening, my friends and I decided to try out a Ouija board. We dimmed the lights, lit some candles, and placed our fingers lightly on the planchette. At first, nothing happened, but soon enough, it started moving on its own. We all held our breaths, eager to communicate with the spirits. The planchette spelled out a name, Sarah. None of us knew anyone named Sarah, so we asked more questions. It turned out Sarah was a young girl who claimed to have passed away in a tragic accident. We asked for more details, and the answers became more specific, including dates, names, and locations. It sent chills down our spines. As the session progressed, the atmosphere grew heavy, and a sense of unease settled in. We decided to end the session, thanked Sarah for her time, and closed the connection. However, that night, strange occurrences began in our homes. Objects moved on their own, whispers echoed through the hallways, and shadows danced in the corners of our vision. We had unwittingly invited something malevolent into our lives. Terrified, we sought help from a local paranormal investigator. After conducting a cleansing ritual, the disturbances gradually subsided. To this day, I can't explain what happened that night, but it taught me a valuable lesson about the dangers of delving into the unknown. Mark's mysterious message. A few years ago, I attended a housewarming party at my friend's new apartment. After some drinks and laughter, someone suggested using a Ouija board that was lying around. We all gathered around the table, skeptical yet intrigued. I never believed in the paranormal, but I was willing to play along. As the session began, we asked if any spirits were present. The planchette moved slowly, spelling out a cryptic message, "Find the key, save yourself." We exchanged puzzled glances, wondering what it meant. We continued asking questions, and the answers grew more ominous and personal. Suddenly, the atmosphere in the room changed. A cold breeze brushed past us, and the lights flickered. It felt as if someone else was in the room with us. A sense of foreboding washed over me, and I urged everyone to stop and pack the board away. The evening continued, but I couldn't shake off the eerie feeling. Months passed, and I gradually forgot about the Ouija board experience. One day, while cleaning out my attic, I stumbled upon an old box. Inside, I found a rusty key. Memories flooded back, and I realized it was the same key mentioned during that Ouija session. Curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to investigate further. After some digging, I discovered that the key belonged to a hidden compartment in my friend's apartment. Inside, I found a journal with detailed accounts of paranormal encounters and mysterious disappearances. It seemed that the message from the Ouija board was a warning, urging us to uncover the truth. I shared my findings with the others, and together we delved deeper into the apartment's dark history. Our discoveries were chilling, and it became clear that something sinister had been lurking within those walls. We reported our findings to the authorities, and the apartment was investigated, eventually leading to the resolution of several missing person cases. Sarah's closure. After the passing of my grandmother, I felt a deep longing to connect with her one last time. I turned to a Ouija board, hoping for a glimpse of her presence. Alone in my room, I placed my fingers on the planchette and called out to her spirit. To my surprise, the planchette began to move. Tears streamed down my face as it spelled out my grandmother's name. I could feel her comforting presence surrounding me. We had a heartfelt conversation, and she shared messages of love and wisdom. During our conversation, my grandmother revealed things that only she and I knew. It was undeniably her, and I found solace in knowing that she was at peace. As the session came to an end, I thanked her for the connection and said my final goodbyes. From that moment on, I felt a sense of closure and acceptance. The Ouija board served as a bridge between the realms, allowing me to find comfort and heal from the loss. It reminded me that love transcends death and that our loved ones are never truly gone. Please note that while these stories are fictional, they depict realistic scenarios that people might imagine experiencing when using a Ouija board. Ouija boards have a long history of being associated with paranormal experiences, and individuals' beliefs and interpretations may vary. David's haunting encounter. Late one night, a group of friends and I gathered around a Ouija board in an old, abandoned house. We were thrill seekers, looking for a spooky adventure. As we placed our hands on the planchette, a shiver ran down my spine. The room grew colder, and an eerie silence settled in. The planchette moved erratically, spelling out disjointed words and phrases. We struggled to make sense of the messages until it started spelling out my name. Fear gripped me, and I felt a dark presence lingering in the room. We asked who we were communicating with, and the board spelled out a name, Samuel. Curiosity quickly turned into terror as Samuel's messages grew more malevolent. He claimed to be a vengeful spirit seeking retribution for past wrongdoings. Unsettling events began to occur. Objects levitated, doors slammed shut, and disembodied whispers echoed through the house. It was clear that we had unleashed something sinister. Haunted by Samuel's presence, I sought the help of a renowned paranormal expert. Through a series of rituals and cleansings, we managed to sever the connection with the malevolent spirit. The house stood empty and haunted, a stark reminder of the dangers of meddling with the supernatural. Rachel's mysterious guidance. In search of guidance during a difficult phase in my life, I turned to a Ouija board for answers. With a mix of hope and trepidation, I sat alone, my fingers resting lightly on the planchette. I asked the spirits for guidance and clarity. To my surprise, the planchette started moving purposefully, spelling out words of encouragement and wisdom. It provided insights into my struggles, offering advice on overcoming obstacles and making positive changes in my life. It felt as though a guiding presence was watching over me, offering support and encouragement. Encouraged by the Ouija board's messages, I embarked on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. The guidance I received proved invaluable, and I found the strength to navigate through challenging times. Whether it was a manifestation of my subconscious or a genuine connection to the spiritual realm, the experience provided the clarity and direction I desperately needed.